Howdy folks, welcome back. Today we're out here on the range. As you can see, you're very smart people. We are testing our Lee cast 340 grain 45 long Colt. We're here at a couple yards. We're going to run a few over the chronograph and hit some steel and see how hard they hit. And real quick, if you like this sort of content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also check me out over on dummyroundreloading.com, where you can find all my other channels, socials, affiliate links, and promo codes. So go check it out, dummyroundreloading.com. So let's get into it. Okay, we're going to take this 340 grain bullet, sling it over the chronograph. Hopefully we don't shoot through the chronograph, and we'll maybe get caught there on the little MGM popper in the back. Okay, 340 grains moving 1123. I mean, I missed the target, so it doesn't even matter. No, really. The goal was to collect the velocity data and not shoot the chronograph, okay? Now we're going to take our time and shoot the steel target. Okay, let's try and hit that big-ass grizzly IPSC target there. Buddy. Woo, that's got some power to it, buddy, I tell you what. Let's go take a quick look at our targets and see if there's any damage there. Real quick, a look at the brass. Pretty clean burning, but still a little bit of blow by and a little bit of unburnt powder in there. Not too bad. We're gonna kick it up here on the next charge, but let's go take a look at our targets real quick and see if we did any damage there. All right, here's the cheap ass Birchwood KC1. Absolutely no damage there, except the paint that we took off. That was a nice big splatter, I'll tell you what. And then back over here on the Grizzly, you can see all this lead. Holy crap, that's quite lots of fragments coming off there. Pretty cool. It leaves the indentation of the paint there in the center. And then two more here, of course, no damage at all. Okay, we've got one more charge to try. I think it's a half grain jump, so let's check that out. We're gonna run one on the chronograph and then hit the steel again. Okay, so I lied. We jumped all the way from 18 up to 19 grains here. So we'll get loaded up and then hit the chronograph real quick. I mean, shoot one over the chronograph real quick. Okay, so our first velocity back at 18 grains, it was 1123. Let's see what one entire grain jump up to 19 grains gives us on the velocity. This one actually reads 1082, as in a decrease of over 40 feet per second. Very interesting. I'm sure we could just have some crazy extreme spreads here, but to go up an entire grain and lose 40 feet per second seems very unusual. However, that could be a characteristic of the H110 not being at a full charge. We still have a little bit of wiggle room, and as you guys know, H110 likes to be almost compressed, if not just smashed in there up to max or above max. That's when it really gets a clean burn, but it seems like today we might not have one of those charges. But dang, did you see how quick that thing smacked that little MGM popper down? That was just like, boom! No chance, brother. Anyways, I've got a few more. Let's hit some steel and get on with it. Let's see how this MGM hexagon sounds in the back there. Wow, I am not very good with this, whatever's happening there. Anyways, let's go run up, take a look at our one impact we got, and see what we've got there. Real quick, once again, a look at our cases. All of them except this one on the far right are all completely burned, except this one here's got just a few little granules of powder there. But again, very interesting on the velocity swing. But let's go take a look at that popper we hit and then the little hexagon there, see what our impacts look like. Alright, so we hit the popper when we ran over the chronograph. You can see it almost pulled these stakes out, jumping that around. But our actual target here, totally intact, no damage to the steel. And that is a lot of energy. I'm going to have to calculate that, and I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But 340 grains going 1120, that's pretty good right there, brother. And so I'm either having an off day, or I don't know if this load is that inconsistent, but I'm trying to aim here. The one impact I got was here, and my two misses were far off to the left here. So I don't know what was going on today, but once again, these MGM targets taking absolutely no damage from that high energy, big heavy bullet there. As expected, of course, these things are rock solid. And same with the Grizzlies, of course. These are freaking tanks here. And I probably sound like an idiot talking about the steel all the time, but I'm new to this stuff, so it's fun comparing the different brands and what they're made of and the thicknesses and how they're mounted and whatnot. So, well, anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. Just a quick test on that load I saved a few from of the H110 with the 340 grain bullets. Super high energy, but I'm not sure if it's I'm having an off day holding the gun or if they're that inaccurate at this maybe 20 to 25 yard distance. Anyways, that was a lot of fun seeing what kind of velocity they're running and hearing that steel get smacked that hard. Super fun stuff, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, go check out dummyroundreloading.com, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.